Jay Crowder traded for the second time in like the last 12 hours here, Jay Crowder. So Crowder, he hasn't played at all this season here. And he was in the Kevin Durant blockbuster going to the Brooklyn Nets. And now in a 3-team deal, Jay Crowder, he's going to the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks here, they need that perimeter defender. And it's a great move. We know Jay Crowder has tons of experience in the playoffs. We know he has tons of experience covering Kevin Durant and LeBron James, two top players in the league over the last decade here. So Jay Crowder's a great move for Giannis in this Milwaukee Buck team. And they always go out there and make the moves they got to make, is this Buck team. So in terms of fantasy basketball, I don't know how many more minutes he's going to play than he did in the Suns over the last couple seasons here, is Jay Crowder. I think anywhere from 25, 30 minutes a game he'll play. But like I said, he hasn't played all season. He's got to get back into some type of basketball shape, I would imagine, because gameplay is different than practice, and obviously just shoot around and stuff like that for Jay Crowder. So right now I like the move a lot for the Milwaukee Bucks, but obviously it's more of a real-life move and a playoff move for them than a fantasy basketball move. So right here, Jay Crowder finally wanted out of Phoenix, and his wish comes true here going to the Milwaukee Bucks. And he'll be right in the playoff mix and competing for a championship. Indiana Pacers were in this deal as well, getting Serge Ibaka. And Ibaka this season, we haven't seen much from him. 4.1 points a game, 2.8 rebounds from Ibaka, and 48% from the field. So obviously Ibaka's best days are behind him. Obviously the Bucks didn't use him really, and he really didn't do much. So right now, Serge Ibaka on the Indiana Pacers, I don't know if he's going to stay with the team, and he's going to have no fantasy value unless all of a sudden he goes to a contender or something, or stays with the Pacers and plays tons of minutes. But I just don't see it for Serge Ibaka. And at this point, he's just a veteran at the latter part of his career. George Hill, once again, going to the Indiana Pacers. He's a former Indiana Pacers a couple times. And George Hill, another guy who barely played this season for the Milwaukee Bucks. 5 points a game, 1.9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 44% from the field. So obviously he's not going to have any fantasy value here. Behind Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, and TJ McDonald, he's George Hill. So he's just another veteran, and another guy could get bought out here. It just was a salary match type of deal with this 3-team deal, with the Nets getting the draft picks they wanted, 5 second-rounders in the deal. And right now, some money to mix things up here with George Hill and Ibaka going to Indiana, but they'll probably get bought out to the Milwaukee Bucks in a 3-team deal, get Jay Crowder. And it's a big piece for them for the playoffs, but in terms of fantasy basketball, none of these guys will really have value for the remainder of the 2023 season.